Hi guys, welcome to another video. A late video. There's not been many videos on the channel for a while. I'll touch on why that's been at the end because I've been quite busy. But yeah, this video today is going to be all about how to de-pin an X4R in this case, but I guess any particular receiver that you might be using that you need to remove the pins from and decase. So the reason being is, just grab the Vendetta. I tore I've lost one of the active part of one of these antennas, and in there is an XSR, as you probably know if you've been following my other videos, and I got a bit fed up really. So one of the last, because this is the second one that's happened now, I had another XSR which I repurposed on this new build that I'm doing at the moment, and as you can probably see if I try and get it close, there's a little bit of hot glue there, and I've actually soldered on UFL connectors and used so I can snap on new antennas, which with these X4Rs is already the case, which is one of the reasons why people opt over these over the XSR. However, this is a little bit big to fit in to where I need it to go inside the bottom of this Vendetta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this my first ever attempt at de-pinning this, decasing it and getting it as small as it possibly can be, because you can get them already done. They call them naked receivers, and they charge about £10 to £15 more. So I wasn't really prepared to pay that. This was around £20 brand new, and they wanted about £35 to £37 for one naked in some places. So yeah, we're going to do it ourselves. The tools that I've got here to do it are, I've got some sort of large, sort of more sturdy, stronger snips, and I've also got these old more pointed snips, which in my opinion are going to be better for the job, but we'll see. I've also got my Metcal soldering iron, and I don't have any solder suckers or any desoldering equipment, so it's going to be interesting. I'm not saying I'm the best. This is the best how to removal pin guide on the internet, but this is just going to be my attempt. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to just remove the X4R from the box. Got a couple of leads that comes with it. If you've watched any of my videos before, you may have noticed that I've now got a tripod as well, and also a new GoPro. There's a story there somewhere. Okay, so this particular one, this X4R, it just has a cardboard wrap around it. It's not got an actual case, so it's actually quite a good one for doing these sorts of decasing, if you like. So all I'm going to do is just going to take the sharp pointy snips, and I'm just going to remove the plastic that surrounds it. It just snips off. It's a very tight, as in money tight, bit of heat shrink, and then you're left with this sort of just cardboard, and it should just hook off like that. And then it's actually stuck in there on a bit of foam, and it just peels away like that. And there we are, and as you can see, we've got the UFL connectors on there. If you can get it into focus, there you go, over here, which is good. But we've got these pins. Now they're not a problem, but I'm not going to be using them, so I'll be using S-Bus, so they're just going to be in the way. It just makes it a little bit bigger. If I can make it, you know, that much smaller, then it's great. It's going to be easier to fit inside. So that's what we're going to do now. And to do that, I suggest we get some helping hands. So I'm going to go fetch that, and then I'll be back. Cool, so we're back and we have the helping hands now. It's a really cool helping hands. If you've never seen this one before, it's got a magnifying glass here. It's made by a company called Toolcraft, if you wanted to Google that. So yeah, we've got the X4R here that we're going to try and convert into a sort of an XSR Pro, if you like, one that's got these antennas that we can swap. So I'm going to put the X4R receiver, and I'm going to put it in like this for now. Okay, so we're zoomed in now, so we should have a better view. So what we need to do is take these pins out, and the way I'm supposing that I should do this really is to try and chop them off using these long ones to make it easier to get to the pins. So I'm just going to snip along. And if I'm not doing this the right way, then please tell me in the comments so I can do it right next time. As I say, I'm not pretending to be any kind of expert in this, but this is part of the fun and the hobby, isn't it, right? I'm not going to hurt anyone. So so these bottom ones are the tricky ones. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to get to those. So as you can see, I can't really get in there, so what I'm going to have to do, I think, is I'm going to try and chop away as much of it as I can. So hopefully you can see that I'm just snipping. I've cut away as much as I can across the top here, which is giving me access to be able to get in. These, you really are going to need these long ones, to be honest. The other ones are just never going to get in there. Cool, so the pins have broken away and we're left with this quite ragged, awful looking set of pins. Which is what we're going to try and remove. So I'm just going to turn on the soldering iron and I'm going to get this mounted. There we go. So just needed to have two hands on it, as you can see. Oh, there we got one of the pins out quite nicely. So let's take a closer look now. We've managed to get it out quite cleanly without damaging anything else on the board, and it's just going to be a case of repeating that now. So I'm just going to crack on with that and we'll get them all out. Okay, so we're done. There's a little bit of solder left in some of these pins, but we've essentially been left with an XSR really. It's just a little bit bigger, but a lot smaller than it was with the pins on. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. Now it's just going to be a case of getting this in plugged into the Vendetta and getting it bound. So, forgot to mention that the reason why we've not had many videos going up on the channel recently is because we've launched our new shop, neofpv.com, where you can buy lots of your quad drone racing parts. We've got motors on the way, we've got HQ props, various colours, we've got KISS FCs, ESCs, we've got cabling stuff, we've got chargers, we've got the lot. So go over to neofpv.com, check out what we've got in the store. And yeah, there's 10% off until the end of June. You can look on our Facebook page for more information, and we'll be chucking in some of these nice metallic free stickers for everyone who orders until these stickers have run out. But as you can see, we've still got lots to give away, so get your order in, and thanks for watching. Cheers.